Hello, Third Age tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Third Age Total War with MOS, with me, Fluenculo. So, in the last episode, we had a fairly significant encounter. Rune surprised us with two giant death armies, but we managed to lure them into attacking us on a bridge, and we destroyed them. We did lose quite a good number of men, but overall, we were victorious. So now we need to decide how to clean up Runir. The last settlement of runes on the north side of Mordor lands, whatever you call this area, and then we'll have to send another army down to take out some of their final settlements down south in the big desert. So one thing I thought I'd spend a couple minutes today just going through some of the faction window here, because I've kind of forgotten about some of this stuff. So I haven't really shown you guys these screens or anything before. Essentially just a reminder that we are still allied with the Sylvan Elves and the Dwarves, and I might try to pull in Gondor and Rohan into there eventually. I'm not in a huge rush, but we are already at war with most of the bad guys. Harad, Rune, Gundabad Orcs, Misty Mountain Orcs, Mordor. That's everyone except Dunland, maybe? So there's not much point like not allying. We're already basically at war with everyone. So yeah, there's no big deal there. And you can kind of see if you're interested. For the most part, it's evil versus good. Although the good guys aren't all allied together, but still, it's still good versus evil for the most part. I don't know what Eriador is doing. Whereas sometimes Eriador is a little strange. Did I miss them? I might have missed them. Free peoples, yeah. So they're allied with the High Elves. That's good for them. And they're only at war with the orcs, so that's okay. But they are kind of, you know, way out in the middle of nowhere, so that's fine. Anyway, there was that, and there's something else I was gonna show you. Where's the agent? There's a list, yeah. So you can see all of our dudes. You know, you can see our main generals, and I think I actually have a new general somewhere that I need to move into a city. So there's probably somewhere that has two generals, perhaps with King Bard.
Your orders, my lord.
No, that's his army there.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
I thought I recruited an extra general that I wasn't paying attention to just a little while ago. And then whoever the adopter is the guy, that's where he spawns. So, capital, maybe? Yeah, okay, so we've got two guys in the capital, yeah. Hawin the Honorable, age 40. I think he's the guy that started there. And then Withergast, he's our new guy, who's not too bad looking, to be honest. Social drinker, boo. So far, but you have to be careful with drinker trait. That can become very bad eventually. So I think I'll move him into some city. Maybe I'll just put him in Riverrun for now. And maybe what I can do from there is I can start building some towers around, so that we'll be able to see our lands a little better. And yeah, that'll be fine. They do cost us upkeep, but it should be okay. I've got too many units back here. Let's just disband the Dalesmen. We can always recruit more of them if we need to, but I'd rather have those guys. Now, one thing I wanted to check before I forget is where can we build these House of Thorns? Dale, Riverrun, Dorwinion. So we've got Dorwinion. There's one in Dorwinion. There's one in Mistrand already, right? So where's the rest of them? Not Esgaroth, but Dale. So I got to move the dwarves to Dale for a turn so they can make a house there. And then Riverrun. That's cool. That little village will have one. And we've got the Dorwinion one, so all we're missing is Rovenost, which is it over here? Yeah, Rovenost, so I gotta send them that way. And Thoronberg, which I think I already own as well, somewhere. Do I have Thoronberg? Maybe not. I'll have to keep my eye open for that one. Unless this counts as Thoronberg. I think it's not the same though. Oh, there it is, Thoronberg, so I gotta take that over. Anyway, just because it's another one of those buildings that gives us a bit of income, and it seems like you can build it for free just by garrisoning your troops there, your dwarves. So I think that's cool. And look, it's got positive stuff. Besides the free retraining and upkeep, trade bonus and possible trait bonuses for the governor. So hey, why not? That sounds good. So let's move those dwarves to Dale, and then I'll hit up River Run and Rovenost, and eventually, you know, Thornburg. Anyway, I'll stop rambling about that, but I figured I should do that at some point.
Your orders, my lord.
Meanwhile, we've got a couple battles coming up. I'm going to use my new infantry. I've got my Barding Hyrd and my dismounted Earls, so that should be fun. And I will also have some backup armies here, so we will be ready as best we can. Now, there's more than one stack's worth of troops here, so I'll have to do a little bit of reorganizing. First up, let's just regroup our archers. I don't think I lost too many archers. In fact, I might not have lost any archers in that fight. But I did lose most of my rivermen, which is fine. I'll just disband them. I don't really care. And that's okay for now.
Yes, my lord.
I want to send these guys there.
Your orders, my
And these guys there. No, that's not right. You guys group up. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time doing what I want to do here. I'll join those guys up. You can, if you leave them split up, you can sometimes retrain them better, but whatever. I'm not going to do that much micromanaging. Lots of archers here. They're a little bit short numbers. Alright, Yeoman. Oh yeah, dwarves can move over. Just want to have enough troops in this army that I don't have to worry about it getting slaughtered or something. These are my original Athala Rangers. They've been around with us for a long time.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, so anyway, next turn we'll probably go kill these guys. I can't imagine them pulling out anything else. They've actually left some of their elite troops in the city, but it's such a small city, and I'll be able to take that. Alright, let's just end the turn. I think we're doing fine. I think I set up all my buildings before I ended the video for the most part. You know what? Let's queue up that mining network. We've got a bit of money, and it'll pay off in the long run. Ooh, blacksmith. No, I'm not going to build that everywhere. Don't worry. Stables, ballista. This might not be a bad place to have ballista abilities. I will need some of those eventually. I'll think about it. We'll do enough because wherever I build my ballista maker, and I'm not going to build very many, it needs to be somewhere near where we can get into Mordor from, because ballista moves so slowly. Like, I don't want to build it like up here far away, or even up here is a little bit silly because it's a very long hike. So anyway, let's just end turn for now. But you understand, right? I'm not going to waste the money to build it in places that take it, you know, years and years to travel. But yes, the ballista are quite powerful against trolls. They can one-shot any unit no matter how many HP it has. So things like the Mumakil, which you haven't seen yet, if you're just watching my videos and have never seen this game. But they're like, well, if you watch the movies, you may have seen them. They're the giant elephant-like things, olifants, or whatever they called them in the books. And so anyway, the ballista are certainly good against them, as always. You know, in Medieval 2, it was good against elephants too. And Ents are quite cool if you see them. Giant sort of walking trees. And what else? They got there's quite a few super units, to be fair. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta keep an eye on that guy. Maybe he's getting an idea down there. Alright, so we got our House of Thorin. That's what I wanted with those dwarves. Good. Should have had my window over here. I might have seen if I should have paid attention. I want to see if the actual income goes up with that guy. So when I put them in River Run, I'm going to try to, you know, keep track of the number if it goes up from 570 or something. Money, money, money. Okay, we got a market in Darwinian. This place definitely needs me to queue some stuff up. It's got a long way to grow. I'm not worried about recruiting here. So basically, farms, town hall, and a sheep farm for growth. Those are the main things for all my non-military cities. That's the main stuff. Yeah, I've got everything queued up, so that's good. Boy Bamari. Alright, so we've got another. Is this all of our troops? No, I'm still recruiting more. So yeah, these Bardian marksmen, they're pretty good. Looks like I'll be able to just sort of keep recruiting at full speed from Esgaroth. Like enough, the troops replenish fast enough that there's going to be lots of new guys. Oh, we've got our stables almost completed. Excellent. I'm gonna leave a spot for my first super cav. And then I'll queue up some more of these guys. But we want to see our earls and stuff. They're not cheap though. I gotta keep my eyes on the money situation. So what do we got here? Gondor is at war with the orcs, but peace with Mordor for some strange reason. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very, very strange. Mordor with its giant armies and Gondor.
Yes. As you wish.
Okay, there's a lot of armies down here. I guess Gondor's got a pretty good army too. I mean, look at, that's a pretty big one. Lots of generals and stuff. And I believe, I'm pretty sure Gondor generals are all cavalry, so they're pretty strong. Unless you're Boromir. Boromir has a special personal army. But they're using pretty lousy troops still, like militia type. And this giant Mordor army, it's also pretty basic. They're not up to their high tier units too much. Although these guys are a bit stronger maybe. I think the orc bands are like the basic units. Orc raiders and orc bands are like their basic units. And then the Uruks are, you know, pretty solid. So anyway, that's not our concern just yet. Still going to take Thornburg eventually. We gotta figure this part out.
Yes, my lord.
And right, I want to mostly keep an eye on this guy. Yeah, they've got a fair number of troops down south. They may be getting ideas of taking our city back.
Approaching quietly.
So I've only got a couple turns and they'll be in Oibamari. So what I need to decide here is how I'm going to divvy up these three armies, and turn them into two, and have one siege here and one go back, because I'm not going to have time to waste. So what do I want to do?
Your orders, my lord.
I don't have a lot of infantry.
Yes,
This is
my
pretty
lord.
light on the
Your
infantry, I
orders, my
think. So we're really archer heavy.
Yes, my lord.
Classic Ankylo.
Your orders,
So
my lord.
let's see, what do I want to do? This troop's got tons of archers. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry.
Yes, my lord.
Let's give them
Your orders, my lord.
1, 2 infantry. That's not a
Yes, my
lot,
lord.
is it? 1, 2 into this army, and then that's going to be enough.
We shall engage.
And then I'm going to try to reinforce this one with the
Yes,
rest of
my
them, I
lord.
think.
Yes.
So that's fairly
Your orders, my
balanced.
Yes, my
Some of
lord.
these troops are diminished a bit more, and I figured the cav will be more important on the south side than this
orders, my
side.
lord.
I'm not super
Yes,
happy.
my lord.
You can have some archers.
As you wish.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a ton of archers.
Your orders, my lord.
Actually, if anything, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm having a hard time here. Well, I'll give them 1 cav. All right. So you guys,
To battle.
let's kill this guy. It's a general. Faction leader all by himself? Crazy. Anyway, look at all these things he's got. Extra money, spy master. I'm gonna kill him off camera because this is gonna take a bit of time, and it's all just for 1 unit. And I'm gonna try to kill him before he escapes, but it's gonna be difficult. So I'll see you after this battle. I'll save you the trouble. It's probably not gonna be that exciting. So see you guys in a minute. Welcome back, folks. And I don't think I could have said it better myself. Huzzah! You betcha, I killed him good. So yeah, nothing to worry about. The battle was a bit of a pain. As usual, I lost
Yes,
more
my
troops
lord.
than they did. Mostly Gedrouts and some longbowmen, because they have this knack for, no matter what you do, how many stakes you put up and how many spearmen you have guarding your archers, they just always end up managing a charge on them, and there's nothing you can do because I don't have as good cavalry as they do. Anyway, they're dead, we're alive. We're now sieging Runir. So there we have it. Money situation, I haven't checked in a while. How are we doing? Oh yeah, we're making loads of money. We're making like 8 grand a turn. Probably because we lost half a stack of our armies, so our upkeep went way down. Rovenost, ready to upgrade. Excellent. Now I can tax you a little bit more. Actually, I don't really need to raise the taxes right now, but normal's okay. So that's good news. We've got roads at Dale. Excellent. Look at them roads. Lovely looking roads. So that should improve everything, basically. All around a good thing. Now, this is our city, right? Capital city. It would be nice to try to hit the 26,000 mark and turn into a large city so that we could also recruit good units like Esgaroth. But I'm not 100% sure we can get that mark, 26,000, because of squalor and stuff. Unless we've got a general that really has awesome traits that add to population growth, that's going to be very difficult. I mean, we can get another 0.5% from that one and another 0.5% from this one. That's 2.5. But every like 2,000 population or something is +1 squalor, which is like minus 0.5% growth. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. Anyway, Fairground, I'll probably build most of the stuff anyway. Fairground, it won't make us a ton of money. 70 bucks a turn, it's not that great. Unless I have stuff, well, actually I might not build it right now. It's on my list of stuff to build, but if I can't afford it, I can't afford it. I might have more important things. So for one, we can now recruit Earls, the mounted variety of Earls. That should be pretty awesome. They're not cheap at all either, so I'm definitely going to want to recruit some of those later. Once these guys finish up, I'll start recruiting some of them. And speaking of Esgaroth, we should build something here. Usually merchant wharfs make pretty good money for the investment. They open up trade routes with other towns. Generally I go for that pretty quick. It also lets us build different boats. Right now I don't think I can recruit any boats. Apparently this doesn't let us either. Maybe Dale just doesn't get boats because we're not supposed to be an ocean nation. We just don't get boats. So basically I'll never be able to deal with the pirates that are in this sea. Which kind of sucks, but I think that's, maybe we can get mercenary boats or something. That's something that exists. Esgaroth, we never actually built the standing stones for culture. I'll put those in. That will at least help us max out our Northman culture, because I've been too busy. I think I'll actually go for the equipment route here first, or the armor route, because that will help us, you know, max out our troops, because this is still going to be our main recruiting area for now. And I think we built, didn't I build, oh no, Dale got the guild. Yeah, Dale got the Woodsman Guild, so we get better archers from Dale. I don't think Esgaroth actually has a guild yet. So maybe we'll get lucky one of these days and it'll unlock for them. I'm not sure why. Usually as soon as you turn into a city, the first level of guild starts popping up, and this one's been a city for a long time. Anyway, Grasgard, no big deal. There's something, no big deal. Good. Always good to double check your buildings. Recruitment, looking fine. Oldunavan's got some more reinforcements for us. I do like these Gadrouts actually. Just a slightly better stats than the swordsmen, and a lot of bonuses. They got bonus for cavalry, bonus in the woods, excellent morale. I like that. That's their. I mean, they proved themselves on that bridge. They did a good job there, so that's nice. I like that. And see, truces, Lorien and Mordor, a truce even. All kinds of crazy diplomacy. Alright, so I think, do I want to attack this right now? They do have some of their super archers defending, and some of their pikemen again, and some of their macemen, and then a couple Laos units, and their new faction leader, who, you know, only is the faction leader because I killed his dad or something. So he probably hates us.
Yes, my lord.
This might be a good place for Watchtower.
This
Bam,
tower
Watchtower.
will keep vigil over the
Alright, so you
land
guys keep marching over.
with honor.
I'm assuming, yeah, we'll have enough time to get there, but Rune will be putting up a fight. They're gonna fight to the last man, that's for sure.
Your orders.
So it would be nice to have more units, but hopefully we'll be okay. Do I want to wait them up? No, let's attack. Well, I'll wait like one turn. Killing some of these guys for the end turn is really nice. If they lose, like, you know, what was it, 5% I said? If they lose 5% of their dudes every end turn, that's great. Oh, Edoras. I think Edoras fell. I think Mordor got it. Poor Rohan. I was thinking they might have had a chance, but I think they're done. Oh, also, while we're on the end turn phase, there's something I wanted to mention. Every now and then I get a comment where someone asks for an extra long video, like an hour or something. And I figured I'd reply on video. there's two main reasons I don't do that, or at least I do it very rarely. The first is, as far as actually recording goes, I need to take a break after about 20 to 30 minutes, personally. It gets kind of stressful for me if I keep going on and on trying to think of stuff to talk about. So I need to take a breather every now and then. Yeah, bad news for Rohan. So that's the main, the one priority is that I have to take a break every now and then, or else I get kind of stressed. And I think the quality of the recordings will decrease if I make really long videos too often. And then the second thing is the amount of time it takes to encode the video and then upload it to YouTube gets a little bit crazy.
Yes, my
and the
lord.
longer that takes, the more likely I'll get failed uploads and stuff where I basically have to start from scratch, or the encoding's crap and I have to redo it. Just to give you an example, I've got a pretty powerful CPU, like a pretty modern Intel quad-core, and half an hour of video for this game at 720. Now I'm not even trying 1080, like just normal 720. Takes about 25 minutes or so to do 30 minutes of footage just to encode it, and then that gives me a file that's a bit over a gigabyte, I think, with my current settings, and that takes me like 3 hours to upload. That's just for one half-hour file. So if I try to do longer ones, it gets a little bit crazy. So anyway, yeah, Edoras, bad news. Sorry, Rohan, you just couldn't keep Mordor out of there. That's not good. And agents, runes, yeah. We gotta kill Rune and then their agents will just disappear. So that would be nice. Alright, so, Town Hall, yeah, whoop-de-boo. And Swordsman, yeah. Nothing exciting on that. Alright, so, basically this turn I think is gonna be time to, yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what I forgot last turn? I probably could have actually built something here. I actually had some money left over after all of that. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I did have some money. Oh yeah, I was going to check my dwarves. So remember that number, 610, and I want to see if that changes next turn once we've built our, whatever it's called, you know, the House of Thorin. I want to see if that changes much. If it's like +5 or if it's +50 or something. Anyway, so I think I'll wrap this video up. It's an okay time. Like I said, I like to make about 20 to 30 minute videos personally. I find it's a good viewing distance. Like, I prefer watching that length of video myself on YouTube. Like, the guys that make 10-minute videos I think is too short because they barely get started and then it's over. And an hour long, it's okay, but I think it's difficult to record and upload. So I try to do 20 to 30 minutes. I feel that's a nice middle ground. It's also the length of like a TV show, half an hour or about 20 minutes with commercials, before commercials. So anyway, no commercials on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed, and join me back next time as we take Runir and perhaps make a push for whatever this city's called. We'll see. I'm not quite sure what they're up to, but we've got to keep an eye on these guys. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.